His Kuru. There we go. My God. Spider developing a Kuru is not something that particularly bothered me, given his background on the moon Pandora and how ultimately his being adopted by the Sullys and the Na'vi in particular, and his affinity and loyalty to their culture, is something that does in an odd way mirror Jake's, albeit without a romantic parallel and without the full integration into a Na'vi avatar. There is something to be said there about the parallel of outsiders or humans that are still taken in among this community and can still serve as active and valued members. So I had no problem with the performance of Spider. I have no problem with Spider's placement in the film. Of course, I do wish we got more of the Na'vi. I don't think that we needed as much Spider in this or in this third film, excuse me, but I know that we have more films coming up, and yes, there's bound to be a redemption arc and stuff, but I should hope that they will give us ample storylines involving the rest of the Sully family, not to mention all of the other clans. But yeah, anyway, this is me after dinner, y'all, so forgive the ciders for talking, but if you want to hear more of my thoughts on Avatar or any of the films, just drop those in the comments and follow for more musings. So glad that my previous video resonated with you, friend, as that is a young woman with a raspy or deep voice. I would say like Emma Stone is another example, or even Deborah Winger, of people that, Kate Blanchett, another one, have deeper registered voices. Again, we're not talking about Sigourney Weaver in this particular video, but go and watch the last one to find out my thoughts on her performance as Kiri. As for Spider, I am another person that does not understand the hate towards the performance of Spider. The character himself, I don't think is meant to be likable per se. I think there's a redemption arc there. I think there's noble qualities there. I don't hate the character of Spider by any means. I understand those that think it would have been more beneficial for that character to have been killed off in the second film, and yet I do understand what the actor was up against in not being digitally rendered and in having to work largely in this imaginative space as someone that is somewhat new to the series, and the newfound emotional weight and character arc that he was given in this particular film versus the last one. But as far as like the narrative arc of Spider, I don't have qualms with that. I don't have qualms with someone that was maybe originally from one culture being raised among a different culture and thus becoming adopted into that culture and having an affinity for it and wrestling with and reconciling with where their loyalty lies and where their identity lies and all of that. I think that's incredible, and I think there's a lot to be said for Awa's intervention and what that means, despite the potential danger of humans being able to breathe air on Pandora or things like that. I think Spider's someone who is warranted to be there among his Na'vi brethren. You know, he was raised by the Sullys, as it were, and knows their language and the Na'vi culture. And so even down to developing, oh my God, I'm a little tipsy, y'all forgive me. His, oh my God. His, oh my gosh, him being able to now form Sahelu. I'm sorry, I'm not Googling it right now or editing this, so forgive me, I'm a fake fan. His developing that Kuri, oh my God. Fuck.